Hello everyone, this is Helen H. and welcome to my channel, Moss Cottage. I hope everyone is doing well today. I am going to be doing my flip through for participating in Christina from Christina Shack's open collaboration, hashtag flip through Friday. Even though it's Saturday, I'm going to do a flip through of my December daily for last year, my 2023 December daily. So when I did do a video of the cover, but the cover has had some additions to it, I did put the little tinsely things, including in her hand, which you guys voted on, versus putting the snowflake. But that's where I put the snowflake gem, where the 20 is. So right here. And then this tacky little doodad here with the bow. This came off like some fancy soap or a candle or something like that. I can't remember where it came from. But it was just knocking around on my desk, and I was like, that's going to be perfect on the top for the tree topper. And then this is all ribbon and stuff that I got over the holiday. I just cut the pieces in 3 and tied them to the edge to make it like this. No bells this year. I didn't get anything with bells on it. But anyway, the theme of this one is vintage. So, of course, we have this cute little vintage lady on the front. So, let's get into it. I did do it all the way through December, through the very end. So, this is just the cutout. This is from a Tags and Cards packaging, this little Santa right here. I think I'm going to try, if I can, to bring you in a little bit. Okay. So, this is just from packaging, vintage packaging. This was a little card cutout from something. Oh, I think they were cards. It was a book of cards that you could, they were die cut and you just punch them out. But I just put her in there because she's cute. Then I do number my days too. So this would actually have been December 1st here. Oh no, that's not the 1st yet. We're not there yet. This is just in the front here. I just made this pocket here with some extra little tags and little fold outs if I needed them. I did not actually end up using them. What I did was just this Pack O Fun. That is a vintage craft magazine. I've got to pull you out a little bit. I'm too close. Oop, no, wrong way, Helen. Back it up, back it up. Okay. This came from an old crafting magazine, like the Work Basket, but it was called Pack O Fun, and I just put the mint there. So I just put that backing paper there, and then I made these little pockets here for these tags. I had put these tags in here in case I needed to use them in the journal and completely forgot about them because they are in the front. Okay, now here I just had printed out a prompt list for 31 December daily prompts. The reason I did that was because sometimes I had days, I knew I would have days when I didn't do anything that was even worth writing down. Like if I was just doing household chores or something like that, it wasn't worth writing down. So that's why I had the prompts, so that I could do something interesting. And of course, I always put the reason for the season at the beginning of the journal, so I do not ever forget that it is Jesus's birth, why we celebrate Christmas. This page right here is just a gift subscription order blank that came from the inside of an old magazine. And then I just put these old images on it just for something to look at. Now this is my wall of shame here. This is my calendar. And look, on the 23rd, I no longer, every day I put a sticker on there, and on the 23rd, I didn't do it. I didn't do it all the way through the 31st. Oh, you know what? Okay, here, I have one sticker here that I didn't know what to do with. I was going to put it somewhere in the journal. There it goes. Okay, so now at least I have one more in there. Usually I have this all filled, and I'll have to go back and put some more stickers in there. Again, because it's in the front of the calendar, the book, sometimes I forget, right? So here's the first. This is December 1st right here. So I just had this cute tag, and it's got this little felt vintage elf on it, and then I just wrote on the back. And I'm not going to read everything that I wrote. It's just would take too long. Sorry, I think her name should be Noelle, don't you? She's adorable, and she might have to stay on my desk year round. So this here is just, I got this when I did the Wintertide show, which was the craft show up the cabin. They had these for kids. My name is, this is what I want for Christmas. I have been good, used my manners, ate my veggies, and I added this Santa here and this one here. And then I'm just using this cute little paper clip that my friend gave me to hold it shut. But there it is. And I put the little tab here so I'd remember that flips out. And I used this date stamp, one of these old office date stamps for marking my dates. You can see down here, it says the 2nd right here, because I think that that's very vintagey looking. So here was the 3rd. We just had a bunch of deer out in our yard. So, you know, like I said, some days there wasn't a whole lot going on. So this is just a collage of stuff with some more journaling. Let's see, this is just the 4th, so I just made this little flip out thing so that I could write here. This is some packaging. Oh, the treat bags that I bought at the Dollar Tree. That was the top of the packaging there. This is just some vintagey Christmas paper I put on the pocket. This is the day my girlfriends and I went to tea at the tea shop. This was the card from the tea shop. And then I put here one of this little bake shop embellishment. That's one of the ones that I made using the treat bags from the Dollar Tree, and I have a video on that. And then I put a tea tab because it's all about tea. I put the tea tab up there, and it said, bring me the sunset in a cup. And that was Emily Dickinson who wrote that. This little girl just came from some paper, vintage style paper. It wasn't vintage paper, it's vintage, like, reprint. Okay, so here we have a chocolate bag, the front of a chocolate bag, and it says holidays don't get tastier than this. I just stapled that on here. Just says Merry Christmas. And this, on the 6th, I made some toffee because that's what the chocolate would have been about. And then I just have this little, this was gifted to me, this little paper clip that's like a Christmas tree with the ribbon, and I just put that on the side just to hold the flap shut. That's the only purpose. And also to add some great stuff to the side. So here's another one of these cards, like this little girl in the front. This also came from her pack. I put a little ribbon at the bottom here. She flips up, and then I did my journaling back here. And then this is a vintage postcard here. I don't know if you can see without the glare. No, that's putting more glare on it. It's just the vintage candles, which I really love. So I just did the journaling on the back, and it looks like I made some more toffee this day because this is from Saltine Crackers. This is an old piece of stationery, the kind that's 3 pieces that you fold up and then put a little sticker on and just pop it in the mail without an envelope. And so I just used that, but it was a little bit too long, so I folded the top over. I had to fold the top over on itself. And this is just journaling things that we did that day. This again is a reprint of some vintage paper. Now I got these papers from Flans. I've mentioned them before. They're on Etsy and I believe Amazon, but I ordered them up from Etsy. And then this is just from Helen, use your words. A Christmas card. They had this beautiful little seal that says Merry Christmas. I cut that off the envelope and put it in here. Vintage tag here. Some old packaging from snowflake spangles. That is one of them right here. And this is an old sticker. No, it's an old gift card, I think. And I just wrote what I did there. Then this is just a treat bag, one of those clear little treat bags, and I made a tag to go in that treat bag with the recipe. I Xeroxed the recipe, I copied on my copier the recipe for the Scandinavian almond cookies that I make every year. Those are like the one cookie. If I didn't make them, I think that people would be truly upset. And it says Christmas cookies. I must have got that out of a magazine or something. And then here's again a vintage to from label that I just glued on here. So a lot of days, mostly what I did was just kind of collaging and, you know, journaling together. Here's another vintage gift tag right here with some old stamps, old used stamps. This cup, Sip Sip and Be Merry, that came from, I believe that is Panera. This is a cute little watercolor snowman my girlfriend gave me. And then I had this tag. I made this tag out of a piece of paper, a piece of scrap of paper. And then I put a brad in here with this Let It Snow tag, just so that it can add some prettiness to it. And then I covered the back of the brad with this piece of an I Spy picture right here. Sometimes those brads can get caught on stuff, so I just wanted to cover it up so it wouldn't. This page here, it's a picture of a cat coming out of a box. She looks a lot like Holly. And I have a tea tag hanging down here, and it says, "Beauty is not caused, it is." Because that would be what Holly would think of herself. This is just a little brown paper bag I got from somewhere, and then I made the tag out of paper and just journaled on the back. And I put like stickers and stuff in there too. This is just some tissue paper that I put on top, and it's all sitting on the back of some stickers from Dollar Tree, like the packaging from stickers. And then this page here, I have the envelope here. I saved the envelope from my neighbors gave us a Christmas gift and wanted me to open it. So I saved their card and wrote on the envelope and just put that in here. And this is what she wrote in the card here. And then I just added this string here, this green cord. It came from her gift that she gave me. And then I just put this little vintage Santa cut out here. This is just a page from a vintage cookbook. And it says Winter Fun Party, Children's Party, and this is the snowman cake. And it's just the recipe, but I just thought he was so cute. And then on this page, I just put a little sticker down here. No big deal. Now, this was the tag I made. I do have a video on this from the hashtag Tag Your It, or Tag Your Turn, or whatever it was. Let's see, Tag Your Turn. I was tagged by Possum Patty, and then I tagged Birdie from Birdie's Recycled Hippie Chick. This was the tag I made, and like I said, I do have a video on that. So I just journaled on the back and added some more vintagey pictures. And then I just put some fabric, some gingham here with just some coffee and some a little cluster thing here, because I must have gone out with someone for coffee that day. Oh, and I have some of that little ball trim that I glued to the edge. And then here is a Pinterest idea. I tried making a tag from 3 layers of paper. And on this one, this is wrapping paper on the back, vintage wrapping paper on the back. Then I put some, just layered on some pieces. I have a guest check there, and then this piece of music, and then I put this tree on top. And then I just wrote 3 things that I had done that day. I was up at the cabin. So these little things that I stapled on were just little pieces of the 3 most important things that I had done that day. And behind the tree, I put some tissue, some sewing tissue just sticking out. And then this is a vintage sticker of an angel. Then this is the 17th here. This is a vintage gift card that says Merry Christmas. And I just made a little collage inside and wrote what I had done. And then there's this next day, the 18th. I have a video where I watercolored these sheep. So I had just put the ones, my practice ones, in here. And I put them in the envelope. And I gave this little guy his own Santa hat. Isn't that cute? I love that. Oh, my paper clip fell off. I'll just put it there. Okay, and then here we are, the 19th. This is a shorter page here. And I used one of these word cards, Let It Snow. I don't know whose these are. I don't know where I got them. But I just did a little clustery thing here and journaled on the back. I have this cute little bobby pin. You see, it's got these little gems. I was just using that to hold these cards in. Here's another one of my little clusters I made from the goodie bags. And the tree I just glued behind there just to add something beside this striped paper. So I was just using this little clip here to hold this card in. And then I just have down here, I just have a little collage with vintage images. And I like my journals to have different size pages and stuff. So this day, this one here made my friend laugh. So this sticker, it came from a paper pack that I've had for years. I was trying to use up the stickers. I still have more to use up. But this was a day that my husband and I came back from the cabin. So here's us coming back from the cabin. This was when we closed the cabin for the year. But there was a little girl in the back. Well, we don't have a little girl. We have a boy, and he's not little, and he didn't go with us. So I cut out a picture of a cat. Can you see that? And that looks just like Holly. So she's in the back seat because she does go to the cabin with us. So there's Holly, and there's us coming back from the cabin. And this is a piece of, it says, be still for the Lord, be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. This came from a piece of mail. I just thought the image was pretty with the cup, with the cookie and the cinnamon. And then on the back is just a piece of the vintage baubles from the I Spy book. So this is just a pretty page. This is no journaling. I just sometimes put pages in that are just pretty to me. Now this is an old coloring page with a bear making cookies, but you see all these holes in here? I had tried to use her for years in different journals, and I just decided, no, I'm putting the holes in and using her this year. Even though she's got holes in there, I didn't care. And on this side is another coffee sleeve. My sister and I had spent the time. This was one of my Hallmark days for sure. And I did some journaling about it somewhere. I can't remember where the journaling is. But anyway, oh, here it is on the back of this card. I got my Canon Selfie, the little picture printer for Christmas, and I'm putting a picture here of my sister and I with Santa Claus. She did not want to get her picture taken. I grabbed her arm and I said, we're getting our picture taken. And it's a really cute picture. So I'm going to print that out and put that there. That's why this side is blank. But I just put Rick Rack and another one of my little goodies there because we went out for coffee and we went out for lunch and we just had such a good day. So there's that. And then this is just a page from a little recipe, a vintage Christmas recipe book, but I loved the pictures of all the food. And then I just put this in. Again, this is just a pretty page. No, it's not serving any purpose other than to be beautiful. So here is this was my first decorated envelope, like reused office envelope, and I have a video making this, but I made this tag using the I Spy paper, which I love, and then I journaled on the back, and there's a piece from an old Christmas card there, just pieces and scraps on there, cut off from when I did the envelope itself. And so guys, here's proof I fixed it. Shiny, bright. In the video when I did this envelope, I had bright, shiny. I had them in the wrong order, and I think I mentioned or put somewhere, did you see the mistake? I fixed it though. And I love this little putting tinsel in. It just makes me so happy. So here's the 23rd. Not much happened this day. I went to play Mexican Train with my mom and my dad and my sister. Just packed some Etsy orders, walked around the neighborhood, looked at lights, so on and so forth. Not anything terrific. That was the 23rd, Christmas Eve. And then this is Christmas Eve. Of course, we have to have the picture of Mary and Joseph and Jesus and the donkey. And here's the baby Jesus in the manger, his birth on Christmas and Christmas Eve. And then this is the beginning of Christmas Day. Oh, well, this says 'twas the night before Christmas, and I circled that. Oh, okay, so this is the 24th here. This is talking about going to church. There's the church. This is the candle holder from the candlelight service, you know, that they put around the candle so that you don't get wax on your hands. And I took mine and put it in there just with a little vintage sticker of Joseph and Mary and a little picture of the church. So then here's Christmas here with Santa Claus. This is Christmas Day here. I just put down some tissue paper and just journaled right over the tissue paper, just with some stickers. One is for Christmas pudding. I'm English, so we do have Christmas pudding. I love, 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 love Christmas pudding. So my sister had brought one from England for us. This is just a picture from a book of all different kinds of Santas, and this is the cute little Santa and Mrs. Claus. I just put that up there from paper, wrapping paper, special delivery. This is actually the box from the Tesco Christmas pudding right here. And then I just put some other, this is actual like 1950s wrapping paper with Santa on it. This was the tag from the gift my sister gave me, or the sticker. And then this is just from some wrapping paper. So every Christmas for as long as I've been doing December dailies, which is like 11 or 12 years, I write a list of what I got for Christmas and who gave it to me, and that's always tucked in. So here's my list of what I got for Christmas and who gave it to me, so I know that for years, and I can always remember what I got. This is just a piece from the inside of a vintage Christmas card. I put the sticker and the little star on there. This is wrapping paper from a gift my son gave me. And then this little gnome came from some wrapping paper we had. Here's another Flans paper here, these vintage cats. And I put a doily on this side, and the doily flips out. And then there's another little cat in little vintage to from tag. And this was Boxing Day. My family does celebrate Boxing Day also, so we get together again on the 26th. And then the next day, my mom and I went to see the doll houses at Kenmore, which we do every year. That's our tradition. Usually we go before Christmas, but we didn't have time this year, so we went after Christmas. And so I just cut this doll from a doll book and put her in there. And the house is actually from a pretzel bag. My husband loves pretzels, and they decorated the bags this year. I mean, it's a regular grocery store item, but they decorated with this cute little house, so I told him I wanted that bag. And then this is about my mom and I going to see the doll show, or the dollhouse show. It's Dollhouse in Miniatures. It was really cute. And here's another page from the I Spy book. Like I said, the images are just so beautiful. If you ever see that I Spy Christmas book, you need to get that. So my sister and I usually spend New Year's Eve together. She spends the night here, and we stay up and work on puzzles, just jigsaw puzzles. But she had to go back early. So on the Thursday before New Year's, we had our New Year's Eve. And I just thought this fun little picture of these two vintage ladies standing in front of this tinsel star represented us well. We made a delicious like spanakopita with puff pastry. And it was shaped like a Christmas tree, and the branches were turned over. It was really good. And that was a joint effort. And so we did that, and we did work on the puzzle. I have my journaling here. This is just some Christmas notepad paper. This is a vintage greeting card here. So I just worked on the back, and this was talking about my sister and I doing the puzzle. I don't know if you can see. I have these clear stickers of puzzle pieces, so they're like all over this where I'm journaling. Then this was just the day I started to put some Christmas stuff away. Here I found this picture of this lady in an old decorating book, and she's putting stuff away. So I put her there. The tree upstairs got put away first. I still do have some decorations out, which will stay out for a while. This is just one of these envelopes you get in an old magazine about subscribing to the magazine. It was too tall, so I just cut it off and kind of made it into a tuck pocket. And I've got my little journaling card here. And I put this little mouse on here, and I'll show you why. Well, here's a sampling of the cutest wrapping paper. These little micey things, whatever they are so adorable. So I just had a little piece, so I'm just sticking that in there to save it. But remember this little mouse here. He got put on later. He didn't get put on the day I did that journaling. Here's December 31st, so this is New Year's Eve. Here's another mouse here. And he was in a book and he was pulling something, but I don't know what he was pulling because I cut a mouse off the other side. So I added this little piece of red cording here and made it so he's pulling this little vintage tag, and it says to 2024 from 2023. And I did my journaling there. And then this picture here, it just says Happy New Year, and it's got this little mouse. She's on old Hallmark sticker packaging, some wrapping paper or scrapbook paper, and some stickers. And I put on her candy cane here the words "with spirit," because that was in just on a song page I saw, and I thought, oh, that's so cute, I need that. So here's the end of the tail, and it's this mouse with his candy cane. So here's the story with the mice. He came from a children's book about a mouse. I cut him out, and then these other three mice, her, him, and the one that's here on this tag, were left over. And I was like, well, I have to do something with them. So I went back and found where I could add them. And that was so fun to come up with like this here, or to put this little guy in the tree. It was so fun to use them up after the fact. So that's it. And then I had stenciled the back. So that is my 2023 December daily. I hope you enjoyed it. I have so much fun doing these, and as you can tell, I don't spend great amounts of time every day working on them. Usually it's between 5 minutes and 30, depending on how much I do, but it's my time to myself, my gift to myself during the busy season to just work on my journal. So I hope you liked the flip through and maybe got some inspiration for it. If you haven't done one, I encourage you, maybe 2024 will be your year to start. Anyway, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I ask that you do. And until the next video, guys, I hope you all are truly blessed. Bye-bye.